Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title down below, I am going to be demoing and reviewing these products for you. These are some new CoverGirl products that came out, I don't know, maybe a month or two ago, and I have been trying them, so I am going to start showing you how I apply them and what I think about them. The first product is the CoverGirl True Magic Skin Perfector. This is in number 100, however, there's only one of these. I personally really like these. It does come with this sponge applicator that I don't use when I first put it on. As you can see, I just kind of use these middle three fingers, rub it into the product, and then tap it in place in my T-zone. I really press it into where my pores are largest and then kind of buff it into place. This really helps to mattify my oiliness and really sets a nice base for my makeup. This is kind of where I put most of my makeup, obviously the foundation, the concealer, all of that kind of stuff. So I personally really like the way this feels. It's very silky in texture. It doesn't ball up on me. I do have a friend that lives in very humid weather and she is I think she might be oilier than I am, and she really didn't like it. This did not work for her at all, so I'm not sure if maybe if you have really oily skin, which is unfortunate, this may not work for you. And it's unfortunate because obviously if you're really oily, you want a mattifier and something that will work. But I can only speak for myself, and if you have like normal combination skin, this worked really great for me. It didn't patch up. It doesn't show like very obviously where you applied it and where you didn't. This works really well as a base. And then moving on to the True Blend foundation. I really like this also. You guys know I'm not big on foundations. I do have the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Outlast, all of that amazingness foundation that I like. I also have the new Revlon foundation that I love. This is kind of right in the middle. I like this more than the other CoverGirl, but I'm gonna have to keep playing around with this to see if I really love it as much as the Revlon. But it does feel really light. It's very easy to blend. This was a really good match for me. I am in I6 Buff Beige. The only thing is the display, and I've seen a few of the displays, they do not have a lot of color options. So I was looking for the one below this and above this, and they were not available. Luckily, I just got this on a whim. I'm not thinking it was going to match me perfectly because it doesn't look like it will, but it does blend out really nicely. Because I use my Beauty Blender dupe from Real Techniques, which I love. You could obviously I'm using it, you could see that. It shears it out nicely, and I do put a few extra layers wherever I have blemishes. I have some blemishes on the right side of my face, on the outside of my eye, and then also right here in the middle of my eyebrows basically. And I just kind of lightly apply and blend in with the sponge a few extra layers, and it does cover nicely. This is not full coverage. I would say it's medium but buildable, and the Beauty Blender or the Beauty Blender dupe or whatever kind of sponge you may use definitely shears it out to be more like a light medium. Now if you use a brush, which I have done before, I have a Real Techniques little buffing brush, that's gonna just make it apply definitely medium and then even medium to full coverage. Moving on to the Fix Stick Concealer. I use this in light, and I put this everywhere. I put this underneath my eye in the typical famous triangle pattern. I put it in the middle between my eyebrows and up into my forehead to lighten and brighten. And then I kind of put this around where there's redness in my nose, just right around the corners of my nose, and then also in my laugh lines, just because I feel like I've been getting some discoloration, so I just kind of want to brighten up that area. Also, I will blend it out either with my finger if I have a brush handy. In this case, I'm using the sponge again. This is very similar. L'Oreal has a crayon like this concealer, and it's very, very similar. I really liked that, but I think I might like this one a little bit more. I didn't at first. I didn't think there was good coverage. But I do think that there is. It's not perfect. I probably would still want something else on top, maybe the Maybelline brightener that has like the sponge applicator, just to give it some moisture and it's not just so dry. This is a lot less waxy than the L'Oreal version. So I do like this. It's not amazing. It didn't blow my socks off, but it is nice. You know, I could take it or leave it just because I have a lot of concealers and I'm very picky and I have really high expectations. So if you're looking for something just to give you some kind of coverage, this is great, and it's not as dry or waxy as the L'Oreal, but if you're looking for perfection, this is not the one you want. Then the last product is the CoverGirl True Magic Sun Kisser. This is a bronzer. It does have, I don't know, on me at first, when I applied it too heavily, it had some orange undertones. Then I realized I was applying it too heavily. So what I actually will do, and you can see in the demo, is I use my small e.l.f. stippling brush and kind of tap the product on here, and then I'll tap the product on the edges and make sure I get some, and then just very, very lightly just start buffing it in. I got this technique from What Would Lizzie Do. She recently went to this Max seminar class, I don't know what kind of thing, and it was this bronzing and highlighting demo, and they taught her how to highlight and contour with just cream products. And she did a video recently on it, and I just thought it was so interesting. So I was like, you know what? I've been using this in swirling motions. I've been doing a million things. So I just kind of did that. I just took the edge and just slowly, and this is something is if you need time for, you know, if you don't have time, use your other bronzers. But I do like the overall finish it gives. It's light. It gives like a natural glow from within. I always make fun of girls when they say that because it sounds so corny, but it really does give more of a glow as opposed to wearing bronzer. I do wear bronzer all over my face just because I feel like I look really pale and I have such dark features. So I really concentrated on my under my cheekbones and then the, you know, the sides of my forehead. This kind of really makes your you know, what's this called? Your cheekbone pop. That's what Lizzie said, and it makes complete sense. And then you can always contour your nose if you want, but whatever, I didn't pick up any extra product. I just kind of brushed it over the rest of my face. And then during the day or at the end of the day, what I'll do is I will carry this around, and that's when I use this sponge. If I'm getting a little oily, if my foundation's kind of shifting or anything like that, that's when I will take the sponge, lightly pat, and then just press this wherever I feel like my makeup needs a little touch up or wherever I'm just getting a little bit too oily for my liking. In the viewfinder, I'm looking a little shiny, but I think it might be the sun and the lights and things like that. When I look in the mirror, I look perfectly matte, however, still with that healthy glow. It's not that matte, dry, one-dimensional look. So, in conclusion, I personally love this mattifying skin perfector. Again, I'm not sure if you're super dry, if it's going to be good for you. If you're super oily, if it's going to work for you. Definitely check out a few other people. I've seen pretty good reviews on this. I think Emily Noel really liked this as well, and she is just perfection in my eyes. But I love this before my makeup, only where I get oily. Again, I don't use this as a whole, you know, base for my entire face, and then even touch-ups throughout the day. I love this. The concealer, I could take it or leave it as far as suggesting it to other people or recommending it to other people. If I'm talking about me, I could leave it. I bought it. I've been using it kind of too much to return it. So it is something I'll keep. It's kind of nice for like travel or something like that. It's easy to apply. You're not going to get it under your nails, that kind of thing. But I don't think it does anything amazing. You know, it does its job, but it's not, again, it's not blowing my other concealers out of the water. My foundation, I do like. I think a lot of people would really like this. If you like the new Revlon, if you like the CoverGirl 3-in-1 Outlast Stay Fabulous, I think you would really like this. I don't think it's anything too different from those where it's like, oh my God, you guys need this. It's going to make you look amazing. It does its job. It's a good medium coverage, buildable. Also, you could sheer it out more. So if you just want to try out new products, go for it. But if you have a lot of foundations and you're not looking for anything special, don't even bother. And if you're looking for super full coverage or something that's going to give you a nice glow or something like that, I wouldn't bother just because these aren't the cheapest. But it is a good foundation. So this is a hit. And then we have the bronzer, which I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of on the fence about this. I don't remember the prices. I'll try to remember to, you know, put them down below or put them on the screen, but it's kind of tricky. You have to learn how to use it. You have to work with it. it's going to work differently for every person. It's that kind of product. You know, I've seen a few other demos where they use brushes. I tried that. It did not work for me at all. It was splotchy. It was just way off. But you know, once I got what started working for me, I do really like it. Now, it's not something I use every day because I just don't normally have it in my routine. I'm so used to my powdered bronzers. But I do feel like this lasts longer than my other bronzers. So I'm going away to New York for a concert, and I'm probably going to bring this because I feel like this would last longer and it just gives a nice healthy glow. So this, I would say it's a hit, but it is a hit that you have to work at, if that makes any sense. So those are my thoughts, my demo, my reviews, everything like that. If you guys have tried any of these products, comment down below and let me know what you've been thinking, if you agree or disagree, or if there are products that are similar that you like better. So let me know what you thought of the products. Let me know what you thought of this demo. Thumbs up if you liked it, and if you want to see more stuff like this from me. And on that note, guys, have a great day. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.